Greetings, I am Lice.
And I am Scandal.
Let's play a game together.
Yes.
All right, so we're just going to dig right into this and get the story going, because welcome aboard.
Yes, absolutely. So, Jonathan, I am really sorry.
So, what do you want now, Bern?
He glares at me furiously.
Furiously.
As if he's going to flip. He's literally going, I'm feeling like I'm being threatened with assault here. This is great. Can we just be friends?
We haven't met each other. No, we can't.
I
don't just befriend girls that I like.
I have heard a lot of cis guys go, I can't be friends with women. I have heard women get mad at basically other women existing near men they like because they go, you can't just be friends with women.
Or no one can be friends with someone they're attracted to, which I would argue because I'm friends with several people I'm attracted to. So, and again, and in that sense of, we've never done anything about it. There's nothing to do about it. Attraction requires no action at all.
Right?
What it does
just because you are attracted does not mean that you are compelled physically and have to basically do something.
Or compelled romantically. I must interact. I just
No.
go through minor crush phases with my friends, and sometimes it's more bubbly to be around them. Woo!
Woo! Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Hi.
And I've actually had several of my friends admit the same thing, going, occasionally, I feel like crush, romantic, or attraction behavior to you. And I'm just letting you know that's going on right now. And I'll be like, okay, cool. And then we keep going. It's fine.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't have to be a big deal. That's actually one of those things that I wish more people would acknowledge, going like, it's okay. That doesn't mean you have to do something.
All right.
Like,
I don't just befriend girls that I like. She has to be mine.
yeah, this music is like, I'm dark and edgy. And
I was just saying,
this is totally the threat music, which is
girls that I like, she has to be mine.
Yeah.
That doesn't really grammatically work for me.
I get it, but I understand also what he's saying. Again, your character can be grammatically incorrect.
I feel like he should say, you have to be mine, not she over here. If he's saying girls that I like, he could say, they have to be mine, or I have to have them.
He could be talking just about being like, you're now one of the girls.
Now she's one of the, he just puts her in that category. Anyway,
Yes,
I don't
I'm
like
like
it, but
you.
you're right. Characters don't have to be grammatically correct.
That's it.
You have to be mine.
See, you just had to wait for a minute.
You have
Burn.
to be mine. Burn.
He slowly steps toward me. Whoa.
So that wasn't wheelies. That was too smooth and slow, scooting forward.
Whee.
Like, do we have something behind us? Because I hope we don't.
I'm also like, this would make total sense. People going, I'm going to play a romance game. This is so fucking aggressive. This is not a romance game.
No, we're into a horror game now, my dudes.
We are also into basically...
This very much, if I had signed up for a romance game, this would be such a long, drawn-out, uncomfortable start. I probably would have dropped this game going, this is not at all, where's the hut, guys? What's going on?
Uh-huh.
And going, nope, no. Now, on the other hand, if you're writing a thriller, this might be a great way to start it.
Right?
Anyway.
Oh, shit. He slowly steps towards me. I can't help but find myself backing away from him. But behind me is a wall. They really are like... Okay, so I'm like, again, I have read stories like this, and that's fine. This was not what I expected, though. Even from the description of the summary from Genius Games themselves, this is not what I was expecting.
No, this is...
Holy shit.
So again, one thing I want to cover really quick is basically this idea that if a game or book or story or piece of media gives you a clear expectation for what things are, it's really, really helpful. Being a mysterious edgelord of get in there and you'll find out romance doesn't help people. We have torn games apart aggressively and pieces of media apart aggressively for not explaining themselves well.
We've actually even gotten mad, because some people go, oh, well, you let books get away with that stuff all the time, and I'm like, no, I didn't.
No, we don't.
Whenever I was angry at books as a kid, people knew about it.
Yes.
Like, I wouldn't read them, basically. I was one of those kids that was extremely obnoxious in the sense of being like, if I didn't want a book, or if it didn't sound interesting enough, and I would read through bits and pieces of it, I wouldn't get it. Because I was that kid that went, I have enough money, I'm going to buy the book, if I want the book. Like, I otherwise really won't interact with it, or basically I'd interact with it with the library, and if I didn't like it, I'd never pick up stuff like it ever again, or I'd drop it.
See, I was your library book sale kind of kid. Of books at 50 cents for me, that was my budget.
You're like, whoo.
Yeah.
And I was like, brand new books. Whee.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm waiting, I assume, for someone to recognize us, but or rescue us.
Recognize.
Not that I wanted to recognize what's happening is where I was going. I was going to say, but also, like, if we're just in the parking lot after school, like,
there would be.
Not like the back alley behind the school. There should be a ton of people out here.
Yeah,
now, no one's necessarily going to recognize what's going on.
Yes.
Because sometimes you really don't. You're paying attention to what you're doing and you don't recognize two people off at a corner near a wall over there.
Right.
However, it's a thing that Burn may be able to call for help or ask for support if this gets bad enough, because there should be people around.
Depending on basically either the level of basically disempowerment or like lack of education.
Whether or not she
way.
feels she can or even thinks of it. Yes.
Yeah, like so that's the thing to consider as well. I know some people are like, oh my god, why wouldn't you say something? They're like, because I didn't know I could.
Because it didn't even cross my mind that it was possible.
Yeah.
And I am never going to say, oh, well, you should have yelled, this is your fault. It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
At all.
He pins me up against the wall, as if he'll never let me go.
Crunch into the wall, smash. Now if you're against a wall between me and the wall, you can never stop dating me, you can never do anything.
I mean, I can't eat and I can't live either, so...
But it's fine, I'll figure it out. If I just pin you there long enough, eventually you'll acquiesce to my demands. It'll just be like passive torture. I got this. Let me just play on my phone while I hold your hair, it's fine.
Also, I love this. Read it.
You've hurt my feelings, Burn.
Is this feeling?
My feeling? Oh no!
Also, I was like, yes, one feeling!
Hold on! He has two skills and one feeling!
Yes!
Maybe,
oh my gosh!
Maybe his other skill is that one feeling.
Oh god!
I can feel and make strengths.
How exciting!
You've hurt my feeling, Burn.
Oh.
Are you burned yet? Your one feeling, is it singed?
Don't worry, here, let me burn it up for you.
It just makes me think so hard of that trope. If you hurt my feelings, all two of them. That meme.
I love that meme!
I love
That's
that
one
meme.
of my favorites sometimes with some characters where I've roleplayed them where you're just like, oh god, you've hurt my feelings.
All two of them, right?
Or one of my two. You know,
you've hurt my feeling, my one feeling. Ow.
Ow. Oh, me.
Ow. Huh. And if I can't have you, I'll murder you here in broad daylight. It's fine.
Like, again, we will be totally honest. This is the weirdest fucking opening that I have ever seen to a
romance dating game. To an otome game that is, decide which hot, sexy boy you want to spend your college time with, which is how this was pitched in the Play Store.
Yes, this is...
Like, holy crap.
This is wild. I can completely understand why
if I can't have you, I'll make sure nobody else can. I'm gonna disfigure you so that no one else will want you. I'll just break your neck, it's fine. Oh no, she's passed out, help! Her neck is literally broken. Well, she did hit her head really hard against the wall. Oh god, did she break her own neck? No.
Yeah, sure.
Oh wait, your dad's really rich. Yeah, she totally did.
Yeah, you bet.
Oh god, and we got murdered. Game over, you have
died.
Oh my god, that's the intro? That's the intro! That's your prologue! Oh my god!
This is, yes, Freshman Fantasies! What is he gonna do to me?
I just wanted the screen to just go black like a choose your own adventure, you have died.
Right.
A question mark, start again?
So, part of me just wants to be like, and then you gently just step over of game fail.
Right.
I just like,
Freshman Fantasies, pep, fail!
So if you, again, you're gonna do something like, wow, I don't even know where to say. So you could have had two basically beginnings to this game of starting with I got drunk and I woke up, the next day in a bed with a guy that I really didn't know and I got forced into sex. You could find it afterwards, or you could have started a story there. That is the longest fucking unnecessary beginning.
You could have even started it without really specifying their relationship, going, I got tangled up with this guy I don't really like, and he keeps pushing for my attention. I'm so happy to get away from him at college, I assume.
Right?
Like, is this guy, Jonathan, going to be a major plot point? Also, this on its own in the darkness. What will Jonathan do to me?
I wasn't kidding. This looks weird.
It does.
This looks weird as hell. So, completely valid.
Fantasies.
What the absolute fuck, you guys?
Alright, so reaction video time. What the hell? Oh my god, can you believe it? Insert every overly dramatic emotional meme here. Alright, so
this, I can't decide if this feels tasteless or is this good setup? Because for some people this would be fascinating because this is like drama of the week. This is like soap opera box central. Like this is your soap opera, this is your telenovela losing its shit kind of thing.
Yep.
Like some people love this kind of crap, absolutely. And I apologize, I don't mean to say like crap, but it's just like, because I will call my own shit, and I like this camp.
Yes.
Like this bullshit. But also at the same time, too, I'm like, I've seen some people go, well, yeah, that's just how relationships work out. And I'm like, but it's not, and
this kind of crap happens all the time. No.
It shouldn't.
All right, so, in her...
it shouldn't, though, doesn't mean that it doesn't.
In Burn's actual stylings...
What will Jonathan do to me? How should I apologize?
Yep.
Whoa! How should I apologize to him? Can I make myself like him?
Hold on.
Did I just put myself in a trouble?
In a trouble.
Oh my god!
Oh my god,
the grammar is so bad!
I am having trouble with the grammar in this game.
My whole feeling.
Don't you want me to what?
To what?
No, 2. Don't you want me to?
Don't you want me to what?
To what? My one feeling, you hurt it. Daddy texted me. Hello, Daddy, you have texted. Ah, yes,
It's my child, let me text you.
I will text you through the phone with my voice. It's lovely.
Ah, yes, vocal texting.
Yep.
I made it up right now. I am totally Elon Musk. Look how smart I am.
I'm brilliant.
I'm like Iron Man.
All right, so I just want to be like, weird setup to the game, but also again, I feel like we're consistently establishing again that she is a people pleaser. She is a pushover. He's going, I'll make no one else be able to have her. So what she does is she goes, okay, I have no choice. He's told me that this is going to be my reality and I have no choice. And since he's threatening me physically, I believe him that I have no agency anymore. So I go, okay, if I have to be with him or die, because that's what he's just presented essentially, then can I make myself like him? Can I use the rest of my whole entire life, if he continues wanting me, to make this work out and stay alive?
I'm sorry, I'm like, wow, this is your
Oh
intro.
yeah, super romantic. I'm romanticized, aren't you? God, that's just what gets me going. That's just what gives me the dokie dokies.
All I want is actually just to get away from the dude, not let's go get in a relationship.
Fear of death is the dokie dokies.
Ah, yes, so we're playing Julian again.
Oh God, all right.
They just go, what's going to happen now? Find out in the next chapter of Dragon Ball Z.
I just went, what's going to happen? Find out in the next chapter. Looks in my brain. Why did I say that?
Oh God!
I don't feel like I should say it in the box, find out in the next chapter, because everything has been in first person in the box. I feel like it should be somewhere else as a convention, or it should say narrator or some trope like that.
Yes.
Find out in the next chapter.
This is ridiculous.
This is super weird.
Oh,
all right, continue
my God.
on. Here we go.
Why?
Okay, so what are we getting into here? Man, our internet is so slow downloading things. I'm not trying to pressure anyone.
It's okay.
But man, this would be easier if we had better internet.
It's true.
Okay.
The last couple of days have been hell. I didn't know that Jonathan would be this obsessive after I turned him down.
So has he gone to stalking us then?
Oh, he might have.
We didn't get rescued.
He's been calling me, and texting me nonstop.
It is exactly 3 o'clock.
I'm excited. He's always waiting for me in front of my class as soon as I finish the lesson. My God, you have so much money to just waste and burn and time on your hands.
I have gotten out of every one of my classes early so I can wait for you to get out of yours.
Yeah, kind of. And also that you haven't either been thrown out because, you're
loitering,
one, or two, being disruptive, three, also going, your grades have collapsed.
Nope, I have other people do my homework for me. Don't you have other people do your homework for you? Hi. Just waiting for my girlfriend.
I have no idea how he learned my schedule. Actually, and as far as I know...
didn't tap your cell phone or track it. I just stole your schedule from the office.
As far as I actually know, nowadays, it's actually really difficult to get somebody's schedule because of shit like this. Like, people are super paranoid about this now. However, there is also some argument to be made, depending on how you approach, that because people are so used to customer service and going, I'm supposed to be giving you certain information, you would be surprised the level of where people are like, you cannot, when people call in, fill in the gap for them. They go, this is the thing with the stuff, and you go, oh, okay, do you live on this road? You need them to say that to you. You do not give them that
And there's
address.
a lot of that experience of going, some people have worked really hard to basically lead a conversation in a certain way.
Yes.
So that basically the experience that you think they said it first, because it has that basically, like in your brain, it has a nearby storage.
Right.
So you can consider them to be similar, like your brain considers them to be similar statements.
Right.
So it feels like they said it first, but they didn't.
Or it
feels like, basically that kind of thing. And you can get them to answer questions or say things that they shouldn't be saying at all.
I have no idea. I've told him nicely that he should stop bothering me like this. Perhaps he'll listen this time. I haven't seen him around since this morning, and he hasn't sent me any messages either. I hope that's a good sign. I haven't told my dad or contacted the front office.
Or does Kayla know about this?
I know, I'm like, what the fuck?
Wouldn't Kayla see you being stalked and care about it? Or is she literally going, well, your boyfriend's really interesting.
Right?
And are we not able to talk about it? Also, I want to know how we got out of that parking lot situation.
Yeah, no, I don't know either.
Basically, what he may have done is he shoved us against the wall, then no one else will, going, I will stalk you so hard that there's no other space to anyone else. There's actually, so when I was in one of my psych classes, this is an interesting phenomenon, I'll try to make it quick, where they talked about stalking and stalking as a behavior.
Right.
And they talked about it in reference to going, they've done a lot of investigations about stalking as a behavior, about stalking in reference to relationships, especially like gendered studies on and stuff like that.
Right.
But one of the really interesting things that they found, especially for legal circumstances and in reference to restraining orders and things like that, is they would go, a lot of people went back to their stalker, even after they complained, even after they did restraining orders and things like that, because what they found is that the person was so invasive in their life that they had no other options for connection or romance or intimacy at all. So if they wanted anything at all,
They
it
had
had to
to
be
be
that
with-
person.
yeah.
So in this case, it could have been way less ominous than we thought. Not like I'm going to kill you against this wall in the parking lot, but although that no one else can, I beat the damn wall.
And punch me in the arm.
I punch you in the damn arm and then I walk away and then I make your life hell so you can never make any new friends because I'm too awkward and in their face and chase everyone away. They're
Yep.
so uncomfortable. You can never make another boyfriend. You can never meet anyone else because I'm always there with my arm around you or right in your face going hi or just making their life super uncomfortable. Where if they talk to you, hi, I saw you talking to Bern. Don't do it. What? I will literally tear your face off if you talk to Bern again. And a stranger who does not know you is going to go, that was so creepy, I won't talk to Bern again.
Goodbye. Yep, you
Whoa,
bet.
whatever the hell that was, peace out.
But I don't know why. It's making me more anxious. What if he's planning something?
If he texts me, I at least know he's existing.
I could get a new number. But honestly, though, that's one of those things that I'm just like, you could get a new number. There are lots of things that you can do, but you shouldn't have to. This is one of those things that's very frustrating to read about, of going like, wow, I cannot believe really that this romance story is going to go, let's go into an abuse narrative and a stalker situation and all this other stuff to set up for your...
And again,
Wow.
none of this, in my opinion, was necessary unless they really felt like this is super important to knowing who your MC is.
But you can convey all that later. This is...
And the experience level of this writer
Right.
is this is how I knew how to do it.
Right.
Of whoever writes it. Because we know that Genius licenses or basically produces their games from multiple different writers.
Right.
And that kind of thing. I'm looking out the window suddenly and going, there's like mountains out there, like
It
with
looks
snow
pretty,
on them.
at the very least.
Like, holy crap, are we on like the 15th floor of our high school? And over the city in the distance, we can see the beautiful mountains.
It looks like a cafeteria. We're fine. This really does look like a college cafeteria.
Cafeteria.
Now.
It
Doesn't
does.
that remind you like so where at least I've wandered around like the Idaho State University campus once in a while, and I've been to like CSU, so Colorado State University's campus. Before.
I've been to a couple of different
Yeah.
colleges and just
And also,
seeing the
even when
inside
I
of
was
stuff.
looking at colleges when I was younger too, when I was going around to different places over in the country, yeah, that happened. It's okay.
Okay, I don't have enough money to go look at colleges and never had.
I didn't do that much though. I was literally like driving to places.
No,
that
that's
were
what I
nearby.
mean. I didn't
Oh.
ever own a car.
I didn't either. It
I
was
didn't
my
ever
parents.
have friends. Like, I didn't have parents that could take me.
It's okay.
Like I had nothing. So
my parents, though, were
the
also
idea
expecting basically that I would just be disabled though, and
of
wouldn't be
my
able to do any of
single
it, so-
mom offering to drive me to colleges in different places to just look at them is so preposterous. My single disabled mom. Yeah,
okay.
no. And my dad living in a whole other state, and also him going, you just look online. My dad's so computer. Why would you ever go in person?
Right?
Like,
that's
it would
fine.
never happen. But again,
I-
just financially, that sounds terribly expensive to me.
That's okay. Well, it was also
yeah.
like we went because like my dad was like, we're gonna go see this football
Oh, and
game.
you made
yeah.
a trip out of it, but I'm
Oh,
still
yeah.
just like, that sounds bizarre
It's
to me.
okay.
It's fine.
It's all right.
We
I
come
had
from
more
different
money than you.
backgrounds.
It's fine.
All
I
right.
said, I take a look at my phone. Still no messages from Jonathan. Isn't called me either. I hope he understands how I feel.
Maybe it's worked. Cautious optimism.
Maybe. I realize that people are watching me in the cafeteria. They're also whispering to each other. Kayla comes to my table with an upset look. She looks concerned as she grabs me to leave the cafeteria. What's wrong?
Hold on a second. I say, one, he's probably done some stupid grand gesture. Oh, God.
Did he get killed?
Let's not. Can we just not? I would say,
Oh,
anyway,
God.
so,
Did he get arrested?
also, what does she know about the situation? Who has Kayla been to us during this
in
frame of time?
right?
But I feel like, before we go anywhere with this, but just, I'm just like, this is wild and uncomfortable, and I'm just like, what is the point of this setup? What is the reason for it? I'm also going, there was a premium option that you could buy essentially
drink?
with Jonathan.
Right?
And go,
Why would you do that?
why would you do that? One, he doesn't even have an illustration, which is a convention saying he's not that important.
Right.
And two, if you obviously couldn't be meeting any of the guys that are going to be in your dating routes, or in your dating options later.
Why did we do this?
Why was it there? What was all this for? So
Yeah, I'm like,
as a writer, you can start a story in one place and then realize later that stuff that you started doesn't need to be there, but it's great to start, get it written.
Right,
And
then go back and
cut
delete it.
out. Don't, your words. So the only art class that I ever took in college, drawing level 1, my art teacher said, don't make your work precious. And she said, it doesn't mean don't love your work. It just means never be so attached to your work that you won't move forward from it.
your work.
If every piece is precious, if every word is precious, you can never learn and move forward, and you can never improve or change your work.
And you can also never let it go,
You can
which
never
is a thing.
sell it or make a living on it either.
Yeah. Because the thing is also, at least where we've criticized sometimes with some stories or literally some games, of going, if you continually keep fucking updating, you will never move on.
Again,
do something else.
Let it be done and do something else, but also going, there's a balance there too, because people are going, well, if you're updating like crazy, it means your words aren't precious, you're going to change things. But a lot of times I've also watched people do updates and go, well, you have to keep this part, it's so cute. Does it still work?
Right.
I've actually read a lot of people who are I've read a good number of blogs and even a couple of little short writing advice books by people who are editors going, you get someone's book and you realize that a whole subplot they have or an idea they wanted is just dragging the book down. There's this thing called sagging in the middle, where basically you're trying to get from the beginning to the end and you really don't know how to move your plot forward, so you wander around with your writing a lot and then you finally arrive there and they're going, you have to cut out that saggy middle. Sometimes I've removed 15,000 words from a book going, no, and also remove this plot anywhere else that's there. And you get the writer going, but I'm devastated, oh my God, and you're going, it doesn't matter. If you want your book to be a good book, use all that shit somewhere else, or go, it was a learning experience and I'm awesome. Drop it.
Great, cool. Use it maybe for a different book. Who cares?
Exactly.
All right, well, thank you very much, guys, then, for joining us, because in the next one, we're going to find out what Kayla wants.
Yes.
Holy crap, this is wild. Anyway, so if you like us, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or Patreon if you'd like to support us or you'd like to sponsor us. It would be super appreciated. But other than that, I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you.
Bye.